The beluga whale moves through the Arctic like a living echo, its presence felt as much through sound as through sight. Known as the canary of the sea, the beluga is one of the most vocal and expressive mammals on Earth, inhabiting waters that appear silent and empty to human senses. Its story is not only one of survival in extreme conditions, but of intelligence, communication, and a fragile relationship with a rapidly changing world. The evolutionary roots of the beluga whale trace back over 30 million years to early cetaceans that transitioned from land to sea. As oceans cooled and polar regions formed, certain lineages adapted to life in ice-dominated environments. The beluga emerged as a specialist, shaped by cold, darkness, and seasonal extremes. Unlike its larger relatives, it evolved to thrive in shallow coastal waters, estuaries, and ice-filled bays where flexibility and awareness mattered more than speed. Physically, the beluga is instantly recognizable. Its pure white coloration is not merely aesthetic, it serves as camouflage beneath ice and in cloudy Arctic waters. Calves are born gray or brown, gradually whitening as they age, a transition that reflects both maturation and adaptation. The absence of a dorsal fin is one of its most striking features. Instead of a rigid structure that could be damaged by ice, the beluga has a low dorsal ridge that allows it to navigate beneath frozen surfaces with ease. The beluga's body is thick and powerful, insulated by a deep layer of blubber that provides warmth, energy storage, and buoyancy. Its neck is unusually flexible for a whale, thanks to unfused cervical vertebrae. This allows the beluga to turn its head independently of its body, an invaluable advantage when navigating complex ice formations or inspecting its surroundings. Perhaps the most defining physical trait of the beluga is its melon, a large, rounded structure on the forehead composed of fatty tissue. This melon is highly flexible and plays a critical role in echolocation and communication. By altering its shape, the beluga can focus sound waves, change vocal tones, and express what appears to be emotion through facial movement. This ability gives the beluga a level of expressiveness unmatched among whales. Beluga intelligence is evident in behavior that suggests curiosity, memory, and social awareness. They investigate unfamiliar objects, interact playfully with one another, and appear capable of learning complex patterns of sound. In captivity, belugas have demonstrated the ability to mimic human speech rhythms, an eerie reminder of the shared neurological foundations of vocal learning. Social structure among belugas is fluid yet deeply connected. They live in pods that can range from a few individuals to hundreds, especially during seasonal migrations. These groups are often organized by age and sex, with females and calves forming stable units while adult males associate more loosely. Despite this flexibility, long-term bonds are common, and individuals recognize one another through sound and behavior. Communication is the core of beluga society. They produce a wide array of clicks, whistles, chirps, and pulses, each serving a purpose. Some sounds are used for echolocation, mapping the environment through returning echoes. Others appear to function socially, maintaining group cohesion, signaling distress, or expressing excitement. In the dark waters beneath ice, sound is life. Diet reflects both opportunity and adaptability. Belugas feed on fish, crustaceans, worms, and cephalopods, adjusting their preferences based on seasonal availability. They hunt cooperatively at times, herding fish into shallow waters or trapping prey against ice edges. Their flexible necks and precise echolocation allow them to forage along the seafloor with remarkable accuracy. Survival in the Arctic demands constant awareness. Polar bears, orcas, and humans represent the primary threats. Orcas are particularly dangerous, as they can hunt belugas in coordinated groups. To avoid them, belugas often retreat into shallow or ice-covered waters where larger predators cannot follow. This reliance on ice, once a reliable refuge, has become increasingly risky as climate patterns shift. Reproduction is slow and deliberate. Females give birth to a single calf after a long gestation period, investing enormous energy into each offspring. Calves nurse for extended periods and remain close to their mothers for years, learning migration routes, feeding strategies, and social cues. This long childhood reflects the complexity of beluga life and the importance of knowledge transmission. The beluga's role in the ecosystem is both direct and symbolic. As a mid to upper-level predator, it helps regulate fish populations and maintain balance in Arctic food webs. Its movements transport nutrients between coastal and offshore systems. More subtly, the beluga serves as an indicator species. Changes in its health and behavior reflect broader shifts in ocean temperature, ice coverage, and pollution. Human interaction with belugas spans thousands of years. Indigenous Arctic communities have hunted belugas sustainably for food, tools, and cultural identity, guided by deep respect and ecological knowledge. These relationships were balanced for generations, but modern pressures disrupted this equilibrium. Industrial whaling, habitat disturbance, and pollution introduced new threats at unprecedented scales. Today, the greatest danger to belugas is not direct hunting but environmental change. Climate warming is reducing sea ice, altering prey distribution, and opening previously inaccessible regions to shipping, mining, and oil exploration. Noise pollution from vessels interferes with beluga communication, effectively blinding them in a world navigated by sound. Chemical pollution compounds the problem. Belugas accumulate toxins in their blubber, including heavy metals and persistent organic pollutants. These substances weaken immune systems, reduce reproductive success, and shorten lifespans. In some populations, cancer rates are alarmingly high, a tragic consequence of human activity far from Arctic shores. Conservation status varies among populations. Some groups remain relatively stable, while others are critically endangered. The belugas of certain river estuaries face extinction within decades if current trends continue. Protection efforts focus on habitat preservation, noise regulation, pollution reduction, and collaboration with indigenous communities whose knowledge is essential for success. Why the beluga whale matters extends beyond numbers and charts. The beluga represents a form of intelligence shaped not by dominance, but by cooperation and communication. It reminds humanity that survival can be built on connection rather than conquest. Its voice carries through dark waters, mapping a world that humans are only beginning to understand. The beluga also forces a moral question. What does it mean to lose a species that sings? Extinction here would not be silent. It would be the disappearance of a voice that has echoed through Arctic seas for millennia. In the cold, shifting waters of the north, belugas continue to gather, call, and migrate along ancient routes. They navigate by memory, sound, and trust in patterns older than human history. Whether those patterns endure depends not on the beluga's resilience, but on humanity's restraint. As ice melts and noise rises, the beluga whale continues to speak. The question is no longer whether it can adapt. The question is whether humans are listening.